Now, you mentioned there Chelsea drawing with Forest, of course, a significant point for them as they're looking to avoid relegation. Just a reminder how things stand at the bottom of the table. Southampton confirmed today they are down, losing at home against Fulham by 2-0. Leicester in action against Liverpool later on this week. Leeds United, of course, picking up that point. Everton, meanwhile, sit above the relegation zone. They've got 3 matches remaining. They take on Manchester City, of course, tomorrow. West Ham on 37 points. Should be fine, shouldn't it? It's going to be between Forest, Everton, Leeds, Leicester and Saints. Well, Saints are done. Jan, of those 4 sides looking to survive, which 2 are going down?
I always ending up saying I would like Forest to be in there because I remember the Clough time. Leeds United, I got a special connection to. I think when I see the guns that they have at the front at Leeds United, when I see Bamford now, that was not only missing the penalty, missed a big chance the other day as well. I fear that Leeds will follow them down. Everton, of course, got a key game now playing Manchester City. Can I get something out of this? So, but I think that I fear that it will be. I will go for Everton, Leeds, and Southampton. Of course.
Oh wow! You think Leicester are going to get out of this, Jan?
I think they will have enough. I think they will do it enough. I think they will find some way to get out of there. But it's more that I don't trust Everton and Leeds United.
We were looking at the fixtures for Leicester and Leeds earlier, and they're not good. And I think the bottom 3 is pretty much set. I think the top 4 set and the bottom 3 set, so we can have a day off then, can't we?
That's it?
I think if Everton get 1 victory against Man City, I know, 35 points will be enough. I think if Forest get a point, to 35 points, that'll be enough.
Yep.
And it's up to the others then to go and win those games. And then you're looking, if that's the case, and I think Forest is Arsenal next, and then away at Palace in the last day, not ideal, but Palace have got nothing to play for, and you might just need a point. And I think Everton are at home to Bournemouth in the last day. That means if they get to that 35 point, maybe 36, the others have to win at least 2 out of 3 games. And their form would suggest they'd be lucky if they pick a point up in 3 games. So I would much rather be where Forest and Everton are, even though Everton have got City coming up, because the others, they might not even win another game or pick up any points. And that would be one of the lowest, I would imagine, points hauls to get relegated with, around 31, 32 points. But that's how bad these teams have been this year.
Yeah.
That's a reflection. And this is a reflection on the bottom 6 or 7 in the Premier League. With all the money they've spent from the TV deals, this has been an extremely poor showing. But I don't think anybody would have sat at this table in this show before, when the season started, and said Leicester City would be sitting here and Brendan Rodgers would be sacked. Nobody, even though the recruitment was pretty bad, the playing squad,
there's enough quality.
There was enough still there within that playing squad to be better than all the others. That, for me, is a big surprise.